Let's take a look at a more interesting example of a check. So in this scenario, we're going to imagine that we're working with a new table of data called orders. Orders is going to have a slightly different structure than orders that we looked at previously. We're going to say that orders has an ID, a name of a product, when the order was created, and then when we think that the order is going to actually be delivered. So we're going to say that chances are a product, or an order in this case, must be delivered after it was created. So it doesn't really make sense to deliver an order and then create it in the database later on after that. Maybe it does. It's entirely possible that we're working for a business where someone says, hey, I need something right now, and we go deliver it to them, and then we only create a record inside of our database later on. But whatever, let's just say that we want to make sure that the delivery date is always later than, or in the future, after the created at date. Let's take a look at how we can add in some validation to check for this by using that check constraint. Step number 1 here, we're going to create a new table called orders. That's going to have columns of ID, name, created at, and estimated delivery. EST being short for estimated. Okay, so back inside of my query tool, I'm going to create a table called orders. I will give it a ID column. That's a serial primary key. I'll then add in a name column. We'll say varchar 40, good enough. And because I said that we were going to do it, I'll also add in not null here. Then we're going to have a created at, that's going to be a timestamp. And I think we'll just leave off the time zone. So remember, a timestamp can have a with time zone. We'll just leave off the time zone for right now just to make defining this data a little bit easier. We'll say this cannot be null. And how about estimated delivery is also going to be a timestamp, not null. Then finally, we need to actually add in a check here. So to add in a check that's going to work over more than one column, we do not add it on the same line of the column as the column. Instead, very similar to that unique constraint, we'll add it at the very bottom down here. So we'll say that we want to check, we want to make sure that the created at time is less than the estimated delivery time. So remember, these are timestamps, but as we saw it in the last section when we were talking about timestamps in general, we can do comparisons like this. We can also do mathematical operations on them, like find the difference between two timestamps. So this will make sure that estimated delivery is ahead of time of created at. All right, so let's run this. Looks good. Now let's try to insert a new order into the orders table. I'm going to comment this out for right now, just so I can easily refer back to the different columns and whatnot. So I'm going to say insert into orders, a name, a created at, and an estimated delivery. And then our values are going to be about a shirt, and we'll put in a time right here. So I'm going to enter a time as a string, and then I can optionally coerce it into a timestamp by using that : syntax. So I'll put in here, how about something like 2000, the year 2000, November 20th, once again, I'll say about 1 a.m. And then our estimated delivery time will be 2000, November 25th. So that is definitely in the future for right now, 0100 a.m. Okay, let's put this in. Okay, it looks like that worked. And that worked because our created at time was before the estimated delivery. Let's now change that up. Let's say that we're going to try to put in a delivery that is before the created at. So I'm going to put in a delivery of November 10th. That means that we delivered the product, and then only 20 or 10 days later did we actually try to add it into our database, which we're saying in this case doesn't make any sense. So I'll run that, and sure enough, there we go. So we failed our check over more than one column here because our estimated delivery is a date before the created at time. All right, well, this was a fun little example that not only made use of a check over more than one column, but it was also using a date as opposed to something a little bit more plain like just a normal number. Now, we are doing a check here that's making use of multiple columns inside of one row. Just a reminder, we can only make use of columns inside the check statement inside the row that we are trying to insert. So we could not try to do some kind of check here that was looking at some other value or some other row inside of our orders table, only the one we are currently operating on. Okay, so that is it for the check form of validation. Let's take a pause here and continue in just a moment.